My name is Vishnu Dhanand, and this summer I worked in Dr. Etkin's Memory Development and Disorders Lab, which focuses on atypical development, specifically Down syndrome, which is the most common genetic cause of intellectual disability and can lead to memory impairment and other developmental issues. Autopsies of people with Down syndrome show a smaller hippocampus, which is the brain center for learning and memory, and studies that attempt to analyze this throughout development are inconclusive, and we think it's because they are not looking at the subfields within the hippocampus. In order to compare the relative development of the subfields between typically developing people and people with Down syndrome, we took MRIs of participants ages 11 through 20, and then we try to estimate the volume of the subfields. We use ITK-SNAP, which is an imaging software, along with anatomical markers, measurements, and Dr. Arne Ekström's protocol in order to estimate the volume of the subfields. We had multiple raters doing this. In order to ensure inter-rater reliability, we did a test which had results over 95%. We're looking at the CA and the DG regions, which are two subfields that are extremely important in memory. We found that, our hypothesis was that our hippocampus volume in the CA and DG would be lower in Down syndrome. And we found that in our CA anterior region, there was no statistical significance, but there was a higher variance in typically developing people. In our CA1 and our CA3 posterior regions, however, our hypothesis was proven right, and our Down syndrome group had a smaller volume. This is really important, and it's a pilot study, so as we do more, we'll have more information on it. But we can use this in future neuroscience research, psychology research, and other data. So we have cognitive tests that we're running on the side, and we're going to be using these cognitive tests to see strengths and weakness in cognition compared with our brain data. Then we're also taking our sleep data using an ActiveWatch, and we're looking at how there's sleep disruptions in people with Down syndrome. Finally, we're going to compare sex differences, and we're also going to do functional connectivity data, which shows which parts of the brain have activation at the same time of these subfields. So what we've done right now is just the start of this project, and we can use this in education and future neuroscience researchers to learn so much more about this disease.